Assalamu alaikum. Hello everybody. It's me, Muhammad Mitwalli, your host, and today with the skill 15 on the Toefl Pbt structures. Skill 15. Invert the subject and the verb with question words. There is some confusion about when to invert subject and verb after question words such as what, when, where, why, and how. These words can have two very different functions in a sentence. First, they can introduce a question, and in this case the subject and the verb that follow are inverted. What is the homework? When can I leave? Where are you going? Also, these words can join together two clauses, and in this case the subject and the verb that follows are not inverted. I don't know what the homework is. When I can leave, I will take the first train. Do you know where you're going? In each of these examples there are two clauses joined by a question word. Notice that the subject and the verbs that follow the question words what, when, and where are not inverted in this case. The following example shows how the sentence pattern could be tested in instructional questions on the Toefl test. Let's see. The lawyer asked the client why. If you can notice here, you will find that there is a sentence before why connector, so this is just a connector. I don't have to invert, I just have to go as a sentence. So why he did it, so I have to start with the subject anyway. Did, all this are not correct. So in this example the question word why is used to connect the two clauses, so a subject and the verb are needed after the connector. This is not a question, so the subject and the verb shouldn't be inverted. The best answer is therefore answer C, he did. The following chart lists the question word and their sentence pattern. Let's see. Who, what, when, where, why, how. When the question word introduces a question, the subject and the verb are inverted. What are they? When the question word connects two clauses, the subject and the verb that follow are not inverted. I know what they are. So here it's a question word, so I have question mark here, so I have to invert verb then the subject. But here it's just a connector, so I have to have subject then verb. Exercise 15. Each of the following sentences contains a question word. Circle the question word, underline the subjects once and the verbs twice, then indicate if the sentences are correct C or incorrect I. 3. How new students can get information about parking? As you can see, there's a question word. This is question, so how new students is the subject, and this word how is the question word. Can get is the verb, but can is an auxiliary verb, helping verb, so it should be put after how. So the sentence is incorrect. It should have been how can new students get information. 4. Where is it cheapest to get typist copies printed? Where, question word, is helping verb, 8 subject, cheapest, this is adjective. Where is it cheapest? This is very correct, no problem here. 5. Only the pilot can tell you how far can the plane go on 1 tank of fuel. The pilot is the subject, can tell you is the verb because it's a sentence. How is a connector word. Here it is not a question word because it came in the middle. Can is auxiliary verb and it is put incorrectly here because it precedes the subject, which is the plane, so the sentence is incorrect. It should have been how far the plane can go to be a sentence. So 5 is incorrect. 6. What type of security does he prefer for his investments? What type of security? What is a question word, and does, this is the helping auxiliary verb. He is the subject, prefer is the main verb. This is a question and it is correct. Not even the bank president knows is the verb. The bank president is the subject. When is a connector and it should be followed by subject. The vault is the subject, will be is the verb, so this is just a connector word. It's correct. 8. How long it has been since you arrived in the United States? And I see a question mark at the beginning, so I should have the question word order. So how long is a question word. It has not, that means it is not a question word. Should be how long has it been, not it has been. So the sentence is incorrect. 9. The jury doubts what the witness said under cross-examination. The jury is the subject, doubts is the verb, what is a connector, the witness is the subject, and this is a connector word, so I just have to have subject and verb. Said is the verb, the sentence order is correct. 10. Do you know? Do is helping verb, you is the subject, it goes as a question from here, and after this why is a connector because I can't have two questions in the same sentence, just the first one. If it's a first one question, it has to include a sentence, so why here is just a connector. He, it's followed by subject, that's correct. Wants is the verb, so do you know why he wants to take an extended leave of absence? Yeah, this sentence is correct, no problem here. This scale is a bit easier than before, so you just have to take care whether the connecting word or the word question is coming here as a question word or a connecting word. If it's a question word, you have to invert. If it's not, you have to go with normal sentence. I hope you liked it. Keep practicing. Take care until I see you in another skill, and goodbye.